It's the Agents of Nightvault!
So we're here. It's our first game of Nightvault.
Yes, the first game in a good month and a bit, I think.
Well, yeah, first Shades by game. That is very true, Pete. We've forgotten how to play.
Yeah.
It's handy. We've got this brand new starter set to remind us.
Thanks, G-Dub.
So what we're going to do today, we're going to play straight through with the starter decks from the game. Now, those of you who've played a lot will probably want to start mixing in cards straight away, maybe. I don't know. But we are just going to play literally straight out of the box. You get 3 decks. You get a deck for the Nighthaunts, a deck for the Stormcast, and you get a deck of extra cards to add in subsequent games, which we will be recording next, and that will be available later in the week. But we are now playing with the straight starter decks from the game. But having said that, we're not going to go and explain in depth how you play Warhammer Underworlds. You can kind of follow it anyway, but we're not going to explain every move. But any new rules that are from Nightvault that aren't in Shadespire, we will endeavour to explain them.
And there will be a link at the end of this video taking to our Shadespire playlist, and if you go there and go back and look at the very first video, you'll see us get a load of stuff wrong, but you'll also, if you watch them through, you'll see us start to, work on our tactics and explain things as we spot good little tricks and tips for you, so go and check it out.
Okay, yes, thank you. Right,
So
I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. It's because we're very polite here. The agents do things the British way. Sorry. So, what you do when you've got your deck and you've got your models, you have to have a roll-off. This is pretty much exactly the same as Shadespire. So we're just going to roll off now. And I'm going to go first. And I get a crit, a single, and a double.
And I get a crit and a double. And an escaped dice.
You need a crit to win it. Or a single to draw.
Oh, it's a spell dice!
I think, don't do that again. Just don't do it. 2 doubles.
2 doubles.
Ha! So I get to pick. So Robin lost, so he has to pick a board out of whichever one he wants, and he has to pick a side as well. Ooh. And then I pick the rotation.
Now you can move through blocked hexes, can't you?
I can.
So in some ways, these little nice blocked hexes here, they look quite like they might be quite good.
Nothing.
I mean, absolutely nothing.
Well, I can't stop on them, so it stops me getting 3 people to a person. So there is that. So if your deck and your tactics are turtle up and not have people get at you, then that's a good starter.
Well, let's try that then.
Okey-doke.
I don't know whether I want to go there. I haven't really thought about it.
You surprised me, Robin.
It's almost like we've just got this game.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like whilst I want to play some lethal hexes, I think this one, which doesn't have lethal hexes, has people a bit further forwards for me. So these are the boards and the rotation we're going to play with. Okay, so Robin lost, so he has to put the first objective counter down.
First objective counter.
And you take it in turns.
There
are a few rules, as everybody knows. You can't put it within 2 hexes of another one, and you cannot put it on an edge unless it's the very last token.
I'm going to put the next one. I don't really know what to do with these, Pete, I have to say. I'm going to put the next one there. Oh, hello.
I kind of feel like I want to be offensive.
Hang on a minute, which one of those didn't you place?
That one's not been placed.
I'm very aware you've got an objective, which means you only have to take the two objectives in your half. I wonder whether they'll go down there.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not going to.
There we go.
There. She could be a mistake. Probably is a mistake.
It's very hard to tell right now. It seems we've never played these cards before.
Yeah.
So now we reveal the tokens. I've got 3 and 4.
I have, therefore, 2 and 5.
Oh, you've got... 5 looks like it's some kind of machine that you would strap someone into. It's a bit dodgy.
It is. It's like a torture thing.
Yeah, it's a bit like a Wolverine kind of...
Doesn't look good.
Experimenty, Iron Maiden-y kind of thing. So now we know what objectives we've got. We pick our cards. Okay, my objectives meet the rule of 2/3, and I've no idea if my upgrades and gambits that I have are any good, so I'm not going to get them.
Keep in mind...
People usually accustomed to our games would be expecting a heads-up display and all kinds of flashiness right now, but frankly, we haven't got the time to do all of that for our first couple of videos, and GW haven't brought out the cards on their library yet, but they will follow once we get up and running with this. So there you go, we've got the cards, we've got the objectives, now it's time to place some models. So we have to roll off again, and as everyone's familiar, you roll 4 dice. I've got a crit and a single assist. It's about who rolls the most crits, and if we all roll the same number of crits, it's who rolls the most single assists, and that was me.
It's you, so you get to choose who places first.
I'm going to let you place first because it makes nearly no difference.
I'm going to say it makes.
I've got 7 models and you've got 3.
Yep. So I'm going to start by placing Averon. Yeah.
Okay. As everybody's familiar, you just keep playing models alternately until everybody's placed what they've got. So I'm going to put one of my chain rasps here, just over in the corner. He's one of my regular chain rasps. There's 2 special chain rasps and 2 regular ones, and I will get those confused.
I'm going to put Amiss Dawnguard there.
Okay. I'm going to put my other choppy axey bloke over here.
Okay.
Keep my other chain rasp. There we go. So now I'll just place the rest of mine because Robin hasn't got anything else. So I'm going to put one of my chain rasps here, another one here. I'm going to put the Briar Queen here. I'm going to put Varclav over here, and I'm going to put the Everhanged right there.
Ooh.
So that's it. That's set up, done. And now
That is a cool model.
I do like him. I'd like Varclav as well. The models, I must point out, are a pig to assemble. And if you want to stick them, if you want to assemble them push fit, they will just about stay together. But you're going to need glue before you paint them. Very much, definitely so. And Robin, how did you find yours?
It's just rude asking me that. I struggled, but mainly due to my own incompetence. But I reckon some glue will probably be helpful. Everything kind of lays in, and then you push the main part on top.
Sandwich them together,
sandwich
don't
together,
you?
and I think probably a little bit of glue just to hold the extra little fiddly pieces in place would probably help. I'm going to have to take them apart. There's gaps and things in them, so I'm going to have to take them apart again.
Okay, so now we're set up. We roll to see who gets to pick who goes first. Robin gets a +1 crit on this, so I'll roll first because he might not even need to roll. That's another crit. I've rolled a crit every single time. So you need at least a single assist now. Now you got a crit, so you win. Ah, there's no crit now. Oh, it's a single assist. So now
I break your curse because I am the curse breaker.
Cursebreaker. Okay, there we go. So you get to choose who goes first in this inaugural game of Nightvault.
How exciting.
I'm loving it.
Okay, I'm going to start by casting a spell.
Ooh.
Why not?
Why not indeed?
Rastus the Charmed, who at some point I'm going to call Rastus the Chained, he's going to cast, that's this one, he's going to cast his Empower spell.
Empower.
Which is a spell action. Ooh. So it's an action. If this spell is, I'll just turn my activation counter over. If this spell is cast, you can re-roll 1 attack dice each time this fighter makes an attack action until the end of the phase. Ooh. So I need a lightning or a crit.
Okie doke. And he rolls 1 because he's level 1 effectively.
Yeah, he's level 1 spell.
Oh, it's a smiley.
Oh.
Right, I'm quitting now. Robin has 100% fail rate.
Okay. Okay, that was a good start. So that means nothing.
So nothing in your action, and then onto the power step.
Onto the power step. Power step. I have nothing to do.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm wondering if I should have got rid of my objectives now already, but that's the way this game goes.
This game's just like Shadespire.
It is just like it's uncanny. Okay, so it comes on to me. I have nothing to play, so onto my first activation. And I'm going to use Varclav's ability to push all my friendly chain rasps up to 2 hexes. So he's going to go 1-2, he's going to go 1-2, he's going to go 1-2, and he's going to go 1-2. And he can move as well, yes, because he is a chain rasp as well. He counts as a chain rasp as well as being a special named chain rasp. So he's going to go 1. Does say up to 2 hexes, not 2 hexes, so you don't have to worry about that any fussing around there. And in my power step, I will play nothing.
Okay, and I will play nothing either. So for my second activation, I'm nothing if not original. I'm going to try and do the same thing again. Now, if this doesn't come up, I'm going to cry. I'm going to go home. I'm never playing Nightvault again.
Stupid game, it's rubbish, I don't like it.
Hey! I've successfully cast a spell, which means A, I'm inspired. Ka-ching! And B, I can re-roll 1 attack dice.
Ooh.
Actually, I've just realised that's really tasty because the spell inspires him.
Yep.
And you turn him over, and now he's got 3 hammers.
Wow.
So that's really, really quite tasty.
Wowzers. That's don't like that. Okay, on to the power step.
I am going to risk doing nothing.
I'm going to play a power card.
Ooh.
I'm going to play sidestep.
Ooh.
And I'm going to sidestep him forwards.
So now, what's your movement?
all of my guys have a 3 move, apart from my Everhanged, which has a 4 move.
So you'd have to charge. You'd have to charge with one guy if you charge me, wouldn't you?
Yes.
And I'm going to do nothing in your power step.
Okay. So I am going to use Varklav's ability again. And push everybody up. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 1, 2.
See, next time I'm going to play it.
1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2.
1, 2,
1, 2. Testing. Oh, didn't turn my activation counter over.
No.
Tut. And then onto my power step, I should do nothing.
Nothing. So for my third activation, I'm going to attack with Erastus. And I'm going to attack. I think I'll attack this one. I'm not sure it makes much difference, but I'll attack this one.
I don't think it makes a huge amount of difference. One's got a blade, one's got an axe.
Okay, which one's the one with the axe? Which one's with the hammer? Which one rolls hammers? I'll attack the one that rolls hammers because he's slightly better.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, he is slightly better. He gets cleave on inspiration.
Okay, yeah. Oh, no, I want to attack him then. So I need 3. I've got 3 hammers with cleave, but that makes no difference, does it?
Nope.
And I have to roll. I can re-roll 1.
Yep. Because of your spell. One
That's a
hammer.
hammer. So I'm going to re-roll one of the not hammers and get a
Not hammer.
not hammer. That's brilliant. Well done, Rastus.
Well done. Okay, so you got 1 hammer. I've got 1 defense dice and I need dodges, but I also have single assists because I've got that guy next to him. Oh, double assist. Boo.
So that's 2 damage, which means I score a glory card,
Okay, so
an objective card. Measured strike. Score this immediately if a friendly fighter makes a successful attack action that deals exactly enough damage to take out their target.
well done.
So I have scored one of those, so they get 2 glory. Yeah, I'm going to play Great Fortitude on Rastus,
Okay.
giving him +1 wounds.
I will play nothing. And you also draw a new objective, don't you, for replacing your instant score?
Yes, thank you.
So beginning my third activation, first thing is, this little chappie over here inspires.
Oh, you've got an inspired chappie, that's
I've
good.
got an inspired chappie, it's always a plus.
That's what happens when you play a new game.
Yep. And for my action, Varklav's going to play his ability again and push everybody 2. So this guy is going to go spooky scary through the wall and land over there. And then this guy's going to go 1, 2, and he's going to go 1 to there.
Ooh. Now there has been some discussion whether the push ability, whether the ability to move through things is on the move action or just on the move and the push. Now Pete and I are taking it at the moment that because it doesn't say move action on the fighter card, it just says what's the actual text, Pete?
It just says the fighter treats lethal hexes as normal hexes and can move through blocked and occupied hexes, but must end their move in an empty hex.
Because it doesn't specify only a move action. We take a move to mean any time you're in one hex and move to another hex.
Yes.
So that whether it be a push or a move action or whatever it is, that counts as moving.
Yes, I can understand if it said that they had a special action which was a ghostly move, which meant you could move through things and people and not treat hexes as lethal, then that would be a separate thing. But this is just when they move. So it means that when Varklav pushes them, and that's another thing to note, that he's pushing them, he's not moving them, so they don't gain move tokens. They can shoot straight through things like that.
I don't know what it would mean for knockback. If I would knock you back through the...
I presume you can't knock me back into... a blocked hex,
but I can knock you through it. So if I was,
I can't
actually do it from this. I can't actually do it from this angle.
If you had knockback 2, then yes, I would say.
Well, knockback must be an extra 1.
Sorry,
knockback must move you 2. Surely, otherwise it's just the same as being.
Yes, sorry, yes. If you had the knockback ability, then yes, I'd say you could knock somebody back 2.
She does have knockback, that's all, but it's irrelevant in this case because I couldn't. Well, I suppose in theory, if he was there, I could knock you back through.
Well, you could also if you knock him 1, 2 back through to there.
Oh, of course you can knock back in. Yes, yeah.
So I reckon you could do that.
Yeah.
But we shall have to wait for GW to clarify that because it's a little bit loose.
A little clarification. Oh, I'm proper surrounded here.
Yeah, proper surrounded.
Yeah. So I think I can do.
So I've got nothing in my power step.
So for my fourth and final activation, I'm going to make a charge action, I think. And I'm going to come around here. 1, 2 to there.
Are you deliberately stopping me from getting one of my objectives, you bastard?
I think that's the point of the game. I don't think the game has changed that much. I can never remember whether 3 swords is better than 2 hammers. I think 3 swords is better because you've got crits as well, haven't you?
Yes, I think so, because of your chances of rolling crits.
Right, we'll go 3 swords.
Oh,
wrong decision.
No Schwartz.
Wrong decision.
So no hit and no pushback. My go.
Oh, this guy's inspired.
Oh, he is. Yes, the Everhanged has become inspired. Now he gets cleave.
Oh, see, I was hoping to kill him and then not be inspired, but it all went terribly wrong.
All went peak tong.
Yeah.
So my fourth and final activation of this first phase, I am going to, whilst I want to attack with the Everhand because he has cleave, I'm going to attack with Varclav because he'll get the assist, and I want to get the hit more than I want to do the damage.
Okay.
So Varclav's going to charge 1, 2, 3 to there, and he rolls 2 hammers, and also single assists because of the Everhand. 1 hammer, and another hammer.
So I need a crit.
You need a crit. No, so 2 damage.
2 damage.
I'm going to push you back to there. And into the power step itself, I have nothing to play.
I'm going to play sidestep.
Ooh. Boink. I'm wondering if I blew my sidestep too early, but I always go on the grounds that you've just got to play cards when you go on, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to play the Corpusant Staff on Stormsire.
And that is Loki over the back there, isn't it?
Yep, this one here, and basically now he gets an additional spell action, and if it's cast, then the attack actions of a single target have range +1 until the end of the phase.
Cool. Okay, I still have nothing, so we're on to the end phase then.
Mm-hmm.
You went first.
I did, and I have scored one. I have scored hold objective 1.
Woo.
So, yes, I get 1 glory for that.
And now, do you want to get rid of any of your other objectives?
I'm going to keep them, I think. They're both scoreable. I would hate to replace it and get hold objective 4 or something like that. So I'm going to keep them.
And your ploys, you're going to play any upgrades?
Ploys, I haven't got any upgrades to play, so I'm
just getting rid of anything, because you can't play ploys in the end phase.
No, or spells.
Or spells, no.
Gambits.
Gambits, basically, yeah. You can't play Gambit.
I'm just trying to think
You play Wolverine, but you can't play Gambit.
That might be useful, so I'm going to hang on to it, and I'm going to draw 3 new power cards and 1 new objective card. Ooh.
Okay, so on to me. I scored nothing, but I'm going to keep everything.
Okay.
No, I'm lying. I'm just lying. I scored hold objective 4.
Ah, well done.
And then on my upgrades, I'm going to keep my ploy. I'm going to get rid of Escape Artist, which is after an enemy fighter attack action targets this fighter and fails, push them a hex. I'm going to keep my others. And I'm going to play Chill Touch on the Everhanged.
What does that do?
That means dodges are not successes for defense, and he has cleave as well, so you can only defend yourself with crits.
Whoa.
You do not want to put light armor on that on any of your guys right now, because you won't be able to defend anything. That is the Everhanged, yes. So I'm going to draw one objective and 2 power cards. Okay, round 2. Let's rock and roll. Okay, Robin's going to roll first. Wow!
Oh,
3 crits.
3 crits and a double, just in case.
I guess you're going first then, unless I can roll 4. No.
If you rolled 3 crits at a single, I'd be quite upset.
I wouldn't have actually, strangely enough.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to do, Robin?
I think I have to go first. I think it's really hard. I want to. If I empower her, then
I might be able to get her.
She's inspired, but then you might kill her. So I think I'm just going.
But when she's inspired, she's much harder to kill, isn't she?
She's not that much harder to kill for the Everhanged. If it wasn't the Everhanged,
yes, that's true.
Because he ignores the shields and the dodge.
He does ignore shields and dodge.
Yeah,
now,
so it's actually not any harder to kill. So I think
there's no point in inspiring her at all.
I'm gonna do this one.
Okay.
And attack. I'm going to try the hammer attack this time.
Okay.
As the sword attack failed miserably. I'll probably get 2 swords.
Here come the swords.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 hammer. Okay.
I'm going to attack the Everhanged.
Yes. So the Everhanged rolls 2 dice.
Oh,
he has dodges.
I don't want to attack this Everhand. Actually, no. There's no point in
They've
attacking.
both got 2 dodge dice, so it doesn't matter who you attack.
Okay. Well, only there's. Oh yes. Except that I'll kill one of them and not the other one.
The Everhanged has 3 wounds.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I won't kill him. Okay, it's slightly risky. I'm going to attack the one with 2 wounds. Actually, sorry if you don't.
Okay. No, that's fine. It doesn't really make any measurable difference here. I still get 2 dice, 2 dodge, and I get single assists as well. Oh, nothing. Nout. So the Chain Rasp Inspired is dead.
Which means I get the extra glory. I think now is the time, although it may be nonsense, but now is the time to play Aetherwing Stance,
Ooh.
which is a new ploy. Friendly fighters have +1 defence for the first attack action in the next activation.
That might be a wise thing to do right now.
Yeah,
You're going to need those.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've got to roll crits anyway, so it's not.
True.
In some ways, it might be a waste, but
True.
equally.
I'm going to play Confusion.
Oh,
I'm going to quickly swap those 2 round.
Clever.
Anything else for you?
I always say that when you play Confusion. It's
It's not that clever. It's quite obvious, really.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to play Confusion. No, I'm not. I am not going to play anything else.
Okay, so onto my first activation. I'm going to use Varkav's ability. I'm going to move everybody 2. I'm going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2.
I've just realised you've got any extra inspirations there.
Oh yes,
He inspired.
He inspires.
Yeah. The other one already is inspired, wasn't he?
He's the chain rasp with a metal cage on his head. He now
Okay.
has knockback 1, and the Everhanged was already inspired. I'm going to move him to there actually.
Okay.
I also immediately score Swarming Spirits. Score immediately if 2 or more friendly fighters move through a hex occupied by an enemy fighter.
What did you just do?
So I get a new power upgrade, new objective, and now into my power step. And in my power step I have nothing to do.
I am going to play Storm Strike. +1 damage to the first attack action with a range of 1 or 2 in the next activation.
Okay. So you could possibly one-shot the Everhang now.
That's the plan. So for my second activation, I'm going to charge 1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
And attack the Everhanged. It's +1 damage.
Ooh,
A hammer.
1 hammer. I've got 2 dodge. A crit and a dodge.
Okay.
I shrug off your attack with ease.
Okay, I've got a reaction to play.
Ooh.
That is why I won't kill you still, but play this after a friendly fighter's attack action that fails. That fighter can make another attack action that targets the same fighter. That's a lightning assault.
So it's worth pointing out here that whilst your bonus on the first attack gave you +1 damage, this is make a second attack,
Yeah.
make another attack, not re-roll or
That's
redo or repeat that attack.
No.
So you don't get the +1 damage. Hammers. Oh, a hammer.
Same as last time.
Another crit and a dodge would be nice, or just 2 dodges. Or a crit. Hey, bing!
Crit the shield, so you win.
The Everhanged is completely invulnerable.
Ugh, how annoying.
You haven't got your proton pack. Yeah, you see, that's where you went wrong. So we're on to the power step. Okay, I shall play Drifting Advance. So that is move all my chain rasps up to 2 hexes, and they must end closer to the nearest enemy. So he's going to go 1 to there, and this guy's going to go 1 to there.
Isn't he a chain rasp?
He is, but he's already close.
He's already
I can't,
close enough, so you can't
he's
get
already
closer.
next to you, so you can't.
Yeah,
I presume that means I can't move him at all to
No.
shuffle round or anything like that. Anything else for you in your power step?
No.
Okay. I have nothing else to play in my power step.
Okay, I've got nothing to play in your custom.
Okay, so on to my second activation. I'm just going to attack with the Everhanged again.
Okay. I
So-
don't get my extras this time.
You don't, and I get an assist.
Okay. It's
And-
not looking good for
And I've got
Amis.
Cleave, and I've got Chill Touch, which is a lovely little combination, which means you have to roll crits.
Okay.
So, 2 hammers for the Everhanged. 1 hammer.
No, so you've killed her.
Dead. Yeah. So I get another glory.
Another glory.
Oh, and this chain rasp here became inspired because he is next to your person.
Oh yes, good spot. That's going to keep remembering that.
I'm going to forget that a lot, I
Yeah.
think. And in my power step, I have nothing to play.
Right. I'm going to play. I am going to now play rather too late. Hurricane Step
Hurricane
on
step.
Rastus. It's a Rastus and Amis only card. Basically means I can push him 1 hex after an attack action.
Oh, cool.
That'd be, well, I don't know how useful it would have been. I could have moved away and you'd have had to have.
I don't think my assists came in useful, so
No.
but I would have had to have charged.
Yeah.
So the Everhanged is currently man of the match for me, but yeah, I'm not sure how much that would have made a difference.
For my third activation, I'm going to attack with Rastus.
Okay.
He only have 2 wounds, doesn't he?
He does, but he has 2 dodge.
Oh, well, I can't do much about that. I won't use attack dice. So, link weapons, 3 hammers.
And 3 damage.
3 damage. I can't re-roll anymore because it's the last phase. 1 crit.
A crit. So
you need a crit.
I've got 2 dodges. I need a crit. No, 2 shields.
Shields.
Smush.
Okay. And
3 of my chain rasps down there.
yeah, and I can move him 1 hex, so I will.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. Oh, did I get a glory? Did I?
You didn't put that down, I don't think. Okay, so it's on to my 3rd activation then. In your power step, I'm going to play Great Strength on the Everhanged.
What's he doing now? Pushing 3s.
He's doing 3 damage, 2
Okay.
hammers, and you can't use can't use shields or dodges. He's a Stormcast killer. And then in my 3rd turn, I'm going to charge with him.
Okay.
So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a chargey token. Charge. So he rolls 2 hammers, does 3 damage now with Great Strength. 2 hammers.
So I need a crit.
You need, you got 2 dice, haven't you?
No,
you
only
get
one.
one.
Only 1 dice.
Oh,
no crit, so that's 3. God, he's really
3
hard.
damage. I do like that combination.
Yeah.
That card. And I'm going to push you back to there.
Hello.
And into the power step, I have nothing to play.
It's my 4th and final turn. I don't know whether this is the right thing to do or not, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to charge with Averon Stormsire. I'm going to charge to there.
Averon.
Okay. And I'm going to use my spell, Fulmination. So he's a level 2 wizard, so he gets 2
dice.
2 dice.
But you don't want 2 crits.
I don't want 2 crits, no. But it is successfully cast if I cast 2 crits.
But you're
I'll take
you're
damage.
within 1 shot range, I think, of some of my people then. So
Oh, I see, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to risk that, won't I? It's
2 lightnings.
I've messed it up.
Oh, you need swirlies.
I need swirlies, yeah.
Oh, wow. That
Right.
sucks.
Yep.
Yes, doesn't it just, says Robin. Doesn't it
Okay.
just? So on to the power step. Anything for you to play?
I'm going to play Empathic Conduction, which is
Ooh.
a gambit spell. If the spell is cast, choose a friendly fighter adjacent to the caster and remove a wound token from that fighter's fighter card.
Cool.
Which doesn't save him from this guy,
Doesn't.
but it makes him a little bit tougher. And
But he's charged, so he can't do anything else.
no,
this
exactly,
round
and it
anyway.
might inspire Averon.
Yep.
Yes,
1 of each.
I got 1.
Ding,
Yes, so I
ding.
needed 1. So that's what I needed. So he becomes inspired,
Everyone is now inspired.
and
a
he
little bit more
loses
scary.
a wound token.
Cool.
Down to he's got 3. He's got 3 wounds left, so it would require the Everhang to take him out at the moment.
Yes. I have nothing to play, so it's on to my 4th activation. And I'm just going to move. I'm just going to move Varklav 1, 2, 3 to there. Power step, I'm not going to play anything right now.
Okay, wasn't what I was anticipating.
Anything for you?
No.
Okay, so on
I've
to
got
the
any
end.
cards left.
Oh, yeah, well, that's quite hard to do then.
Yeah.
On to the end phase. You go first because you went first.
Yeah, I do score something.
Ooh.
I scored Devastating Blow. Score this in end phase if your warband took 2 or more enemy fighters out in the preceding action phase.
Did just about take 2 out.
I did, yes.
It was close.
It was close, but I did do it, so that's just 1. I'm picking up 2 glory.
Chain
That's kind of
rasps
cheating.
are very tough to kill. Especially when you roll naff.
Yeah. Well, they're funny because they're brittle, but they
roll 2 dice,
Once
so
they're
that-
inspired,
yeah.
it's tough.
That 2 dice can be helpful.
So, and that is all I scored. I'm going to keep 1 card. I'm going to get rid of the other because it requires 2 supporting friendly fighters to score it.
Not going to get that.
I'm not going to get that one. So I'm going to take 5 new power cards.
2 objectives.
2 objectives.
So for me, I scored hold objective 2, and I'm gonna keep my other 2 actually.
Okay.
Because I've got a chance. And I'm gonna play Creeping Terror, an upgrade on the Everhanged, which is a reaction of after he makes a move through an enemy, you roll a dice and on a hammer or a crit, they take 1 damage. Because I've just realised I can go 1, 2, 3, move through them and possibly do 1 damage, and then
So
as
if you
part-
move
as
through
part of the
somebody, you do a
charge.
damage. No, okay.
Yes, and the charge is a move then attack. So I
He's
could
slightly
possibly
better.
do
He has
that.
2 shields, but not.
I could go for the other guy
Not
possibly.
much, yeah.
If he still only had 1 wound left, I could possibly
You could
move
just go
through and
through
kill
and kill
him
him.
and then hit the other guy. But you know, that would just be greedy. So I'm going to draw. I'm going to keep my other objectives. I'm going to draw 1 objective and 4 power cards. Okay, so let's roll to see who goes first. I get a bunch of nothing, a single and a double.
And I got a
Single and a double. So we roll off again. A
crit and a double.
And I get 2 crits. Crit and 2 singles, 3
Three
singles.
singles.
Boom. Oh, but what do I do?
Ooh, what you gonna do?
I'm going to go first.
I thought you might.
I am going to put all of my eggs in one gigantic basket.
Is it a hangman shape, an ever-hanging person
It
shape
might
basket?
be. It might be. So I am going to charge with my ever-hanged. Get rid of that token from last time and I'll put it back on in a moment. And he's going to go 1, 2, 3.
So it goes through
there.
him, so that means he takes a damage.
No, I roll a dice.
Oh, I see.
So,
Okay.
Creeping Terror is make a reaction after a move. Roll an attack dice for the first enemy fighter that they move through. On a hammer or crit, they suffer 1 damage.
Hammer or a crit.
So I need
for
a
the
hammer.
first, so you can't do it through
Multiple
everybody.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thankfully, they actually clarified that in the wording. It's a hammer.
So he takes a damage.
He takes 1 damage from that. Ho 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 ho. And then the attack portion of my charge. So 2 hammers, 3 damage, and you can't use shields or dodges. 2 hammers.
So I need a crit.
You do.
I need 2 crits. You get 2 hammers.
I've got 2 hammers, but you just need 1 crit to beat 2 hammers.
Oh yes, got 2 dice.
You played this before, haven't you?
I've forgotten. No!
He's
Killed
dead!
him.
I've killed him!
Goodness me, that guy is tough.
So that's another glory.
Goodness me.
You won't care, but I've got a card here which I can play if I fail an attack, and I've not once been able to use it yet.
Oh, what a shame!
I've had it since the first phase. I've not missed once. I'm so frustrated by that. Wow.
I've got 2 gambit spells I now can't use because my level 2 wizard is dead.
Into the power step. I'm going to play Spectral Parry. So that basically just puts someone on guard.
Okay.
I'm going to play on Varklav. So he's now on guard.
He's on guard.
On guard. And he rolls 2 dice. So it's going to be pretty hard to kill. Over to you.
I'm going to play Great Strength on Rastus.
Ooh. I am then going to play... I'm going to play Grinding Earth. It's a spell.
Ooh.
So I need to roll... So obviously the Briar Queen's doing it, and she rolls 2 spell dice. And she needs a lightning for this one. And this
Okay.
is where I get to put a chasm token somewhere.
Oh, very exciting.
It doesn't have a range, so it's pretty much anywhere. It just has to be on a empty hex. So I need a lightning or a crit. Oh, 2 swellies.
Sucks when that happens, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Boo. Back over to you.
I'm not doing anything else.
Okay, I'm going to play one more thing. I'm going to play Great Speed on the Briar Queen. Give her a +1 move. She's now up to 4. So over to you.
Right, first activation. I'm going to charge.
Ooh.
Might be a mistake. I'm going to do it.
You never know until afterwards.
No, that's true.
Okay, so 3 dice
3 dice.
Oof.
No, 3 dice, 2 damage.
and 3 hammers you
And
need.
3 hammers. I've got great strength for that. Doesn't really matter.
1 hammer. So this Chain Rasp is inspired, so I rolled 2 dodges. No, that was very nearly a crit and got knocked off. So he is dead.
Okay, and then I'm going to use Hurricane Step to move him onto there.
Okay. Okie do. Anything in your power step?
No.
Okay. So on to my turn. So on my second activation, actually, I'm going to use Varklav's ability.
Okay.
And I'm going to go across to there.
I forgot you could do that.
And in the power step, I have nothing to play. So on to your second activation.
Second activation. What to do? I'm going to draw a card.
Okay. Anything in your power step?
No.
Okay, so on to my third activation. I too am going to draw a card. Okay, nothing in my power step.
For my third activation, I'm going to draw a card.
Ooh, canny. Okay, and power step.
Nothing in the power step.
Okay, my final turn. I'm going to charge with the Briar
Pick up
Queen.
my defense dice.
1, 2, 3. She has a range of 2, and it's 3 swords. 2 damage. Oh, 1 sword.
So I need a shield, a dodge, or a crit.
Yes.
So not a support.
No supports for you. Oh, it's a
Shield.
draw, so I can push you.
Can, yeah.
Bonk. Push you back to there. And in my power step, I have nothing to do. 4th go round the merry-go-round.
Take another card.
So we're on to the end phase. And I go first this time. So I have hold objective 1. Over there, the Everhanged. He is man of the match for me. I have got execution, which is kill your leader. So I get another one for that. And you might have guessed it, but I've got also denial.
Well done.
Nobody in my territory.
You've done the swing. You've got it. If you hadn't hit with that Briar Queen, I would have won. Because I had Conquest and hold objective 3.
Oh, that would have won it for you.
Yeah, so a good swinger right at the end there.
So, did you get any?
No, I didn't get anything because the other one's hold objective 2, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plays.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Well done. That denial was enough to do it.
Well done. Well done. And I think I've already said this, but the Everhanged. He's beastly if he can get that ability.
I think he has to be the first one to take out.
Yes, I think if I messed up with my 12 because he was right here, right at the front. And I think in our second game, if I do that, you're going to gun for him almost straight away. You risk getting swarmed a bit, but he definitely has to stay back further.
Nobody else can do. But the thing is, if he stays back further, he won't be as effective because you're not going to fight with him. So it's an interesting conundrum.
True. You need to get him near the middle and have a swarm of chain rafts in front of him.
I would be. I mean, of course, he's not so good if you don't get the upgrade as well.
True.
But I mean, he is tasty.
Yeah, I was very fortunate with my cards there, getting the chill touch, which we discussed in the video of us going through the cards. Chill touch combined with cleave makes them very nasty, especially against guys who only roll 1 dice. I mean, against your leader,
well, he still lost. Yes.
Yeah. but at least you got 2 rolls there to try and get a crit.
Yeah, it's he's really good. I think. There wasn't much else I could do. They're very slow. I needed to try and get Conquest. Maybe I shouldn't have gone for objective 3, but I think even then I was here. I
don't think you could have got.
What I was worried about, I said about you, Briar Queen.
Yes.
If you'd gone there, I was largely stuffed because I couldn't get round there.
Yes. True.
So I couldn't have. I could have gone to there, I suppose.
Yeah.
So that's why I moved. I mean, I think probably I shouldn't have. Mind you, even if I've gone there, you only have to hit me back with the Briar Queen to there.
Yeah.
And I'm stuffed. So.
And that's where I had the Endless Malice. I never used it in the end. And one time I could have used it. I didn't use it. I was really unsure about my cards because that Swarming Spirit looks great because it's score immediate if you move 2 people through somebody. But at the same time, it's quite hard to. Quite often, it's quite hard to get away from that unless you've got a lot of people swarming around you. I guess the good thing about it is if your opponent thinks you've got it, you can force them to maybe move when they might not want to. And if they're jumped on a hex that they on an objective they don't want to lose, you can pile people into them and then swarm them effectively. Swarming spirits.
Ironically, I'd forgotten about the existence of denial.
So that's an interesting first game. I mean, I lost 4 of my guys, and it does.
You've got 3 bigger guys left though. I've got guys left.
I think that went exactly how I needed it to. You ended up taking out my small fry, as it were, and you never went for Varklav or the Everhanged.
Well, they're cheap and easy glory, and they stop the supports.
They do. But Varklav's ability to move people got me a few glory.
To be honest, he was right over here. I couldn't really have. Was he right over there? Or was that the Everhanged who was over there? I feel like
the Everhanged was up here, and Varklav started here.
So I couldn't have got to him, I don't think.
Well, you could have put a guy here at the start.
Oh, yes.
But
yes, I could have done that.
I didn't place Varklav till near the end anyway. So that is one of the benefits of having a bigger warband versus a smaller warband, is you can put all your chaff out to start with, and then you can put all your main guys where you need them.
I thought I would get them concentrated and try and get some support bonuses, but I just didn't. It didn't happen.
No, you never got there, did you?
No, the spells are funny though.
We had some bad luck with the spells.
Yeah,
I mean, you probably actually cast 50% of your spells.
I probably did.
Which odds-wise might not be that bad.
No, it probably isn't. But it's like a spell action, fail it, and that's a turn wasted.
And there's no abilities that we've seen yet, which is if you fail a spell, cast the spell again.
There is a card somewhere which gives you one of them an innate ability, which means they automatically get a success in a certain type of spell.
Yes, because you can get the +1 lightning bolt, can't you? Which is going to give you guaranteed cast on some of them.
So I only got 1 inspired, but I failed at crucial moments, but also I had a couple of things that are too. The gambits are better because you can use those. You don't have to use an action for those. Yeah. But I had a couple at the end. It was quite good, but they were too. And once you killed him, I couldn't use them.
Yeah, you're a bit stoofed. I was very lucky with that one because I got my.
You got that off.
I got my creeping terror, which was awesome, and then I got the 3 damage from the Everhanged.
Yeah, if you hadn't got the creeping terror off, then it could have been a different game because I had a healing spell.
Yeah.
But then
I would have had to have come after you with Varclav at that point. And I was hoping to get the spell off to put a lethal hex next to him and knock him into it and stuff. But yeah,
so it's interesting. These feel quite strong, but actually when you've got the Hangman, they're not strong. They don't do very much damage, which I'm not used to.
Once they're inspired, they do a bit more, don't they?
2.
Is it only 2?
It's only 2. It's only because he's got he's got great strength at the end. It's only 2, so it makes killing the inspired Everhanged really quite difficult.
Yeah, not the inspired ones.
Everhanged.
Sorry, Everhanged. Sorry, yes, it does make killing the Everhanged and Varclav and the Briar Queen
because he's 2 dodges and you can't one-shot him.
Yes.
So you've got to hit him twice.
Yes. It does make him tricky. Or if you get a great strength hit, you can one-shot him.
I tried to soften him up with that. Again, may have made a small difference to the game. I tried to soften him up because this Fulmination has what is just 1 damage, but it's 2. It's 2.
You need 2 dice.
2 die.
I have noticed I haven't got any wounds, so you just killed people outright, or nothing. So it's tricky. You do need to almost try and double shot some of my main guys, I think, to get that. I think this game went entirely my way. You had some really terrible rolls.
I'm not sure I did. I had a couple of rolls that went right. I don't think it went all your way. I think you're underselling yourself there. I think what I thought would happen was that the sheer relentless swarming nature of the nighthaunts eventually won the day.
I do love the ability to shove them all forwards, and that can be. It does put Sepulchral Guard a bit into the shade because the Warden can only move 2 guys, and it counts as a move, but it is an actual move rather than pushing them. Whereas Varclav just pushes them 2.
Well, that's good because most of Sepulchral Guard only move 2 anyway, don't they?
No.
The Sepulchral Guard.
Oh, Sepulchral Guard, yes, they do.
So you're effectively getting Varclav effectively
is doing the Warden's ability, but on 5 people. Yeah. So it really does piddle all over the Sepulchral Guard a bit in that respect. So. Yeah, I'm not sure what the Sepulchral Guard would want to do. Why you'd want the Sepulchral Guard over these guys at the minute, which is a shame because I love my Sepulchral Guard and I'm not going to stop playing them. But
I love these. I know I'm always traditionally a Stormcast chappy, but I absolutely love the Nighthorns.
Yes.
If I can prize them out of your dead hands, then I might.
Well, there'll be plenty of Nighthorns versus games.
I really like them. I think their playstyle is very different to the other things.
Yes.
Because I don't think the Stormcast, the playstyle is particularly different. They're a bit more brittle. I don't think they. I
haven't run the stats on the rolling 1 dice and needing more success options.
But they come unstuck against clip. They come more unstuck against
cleave.
Didn't use
glue when you put them together. Hey. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. I certainly enjoyed that. Robin maybe less so enjoyed that.
I did really enjoy playing it. It's really nice. It's a bit discomforting because obviously I got to the end. Like, I don't know whether I should take an objective or a. I didn't want to take an objective.
Your objective would have been rubbish.
I don't know whether to take an objective or a card, and I didn't quite know what was in there. But I actually enjoyed watching you use the Nighthawks.
People always do enjoy watching me.
I enjoyed playing the Nighthawks, the Stormcast, but I think it's a different play style. I've got to get used to that.
Yes,
spellage,
I think so. Yeah,
spells and work out what's best.
I think the Briar Queen is maybe easier to play. I might hazard a thing there that they might be a bit easier to play because you just swarm forwards, swarm forwards, and you can only kill 1 guy a turn.
Yes,
and none of your guys have a hit everybody ability. You've got a spell that does it, but you haven't got any base attacks that do it.
No base attacks.
So you really need people with a mighty swing, or your harvester with his ability to hit everyone, or Castus the Chain. Some one of those guys could really start to shine against Nightfall.
With your
no, because he might just go, thank you very much. That's for glory. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and do let us know if we missed any rules or anything like that, or if you're not sure of any of the rules and you'd like us to try and explain them more in future videos. Yeah, I think we got everything down. I don't think we got anything wrong. So
you always say that, and we always have.
Yeah, I know.
So stop saying
but
it.
One day.
Well, we could aspire to not get things wrong, but I think you should probably just aspire to stop saying we've got things wrong.
Yeah, that's very true. So we'll see you again soon. There'll be another video of Nighthaunts versus Stormcast, and this one we will be putting in some of the other cards you get from the box and making our own decks a little bit more. So we shall see you then. Bye!